Thundergrunt Podcast Network.
Tell us everything. Everything.
Everything.
Okay.
I'll talk.
In 3rd grade, I cheated on my history exam.
In 4th grade, I stole my Uncle Max's toupee and I glued it on my face when I was Moses in my Hebrew school play.
In 5th grade, I knocked out my sister Edie down the stairs and blamed it on the dog.
When my mom sent me to the summer camp for fat kids and they served lunch, I got nuts and I pigged out and they kicked me out.
But the worst thing I ever done, I mixed a pot of fake puke at home and then I went to this movie theater, hid the puke in my jacket, climbed up to the balcony and then I made a noise like this.
And then I dumped it all over the side, all over the people in the audience.
And then, this was horrible. All the people started getting sick and throwing up all over each other.
I never felt so bad in my entire life.
I'm beginning to like this kid, Ma.
Hit puree.
A small little ship in the center of Mars was a sack of souls with experiment scars when the psychedelic monk said, I'll take 2, and he put them in a rocket and he ate a lot of glue, and he shot them straight to Earth when they turned into babies. They were named Bob and Matt, and they rarely got rabies, and the monk made a movie of their whole entire lives. They were panoramic scenes and zooms of the thighs. One time Bob had sex with a ladle, and one time Matt lost a vet to a cradle, and another time Bob caught a dinosaur mom, and another time Matt bought a replica of Guam. And all this more is on a DVD set, only $20.99 with the purchase of a gem, but if you call right now and say, where's my whisk, we'll include this bonus disc.
Welcome to Bonus Disc!
Hey, bonus disc! Woo!
I'm Bob Rose, and with me is that other host who also has an equal stake in the show, and he's better fucking admit it.
What does that mean? You're forcing all this on me.
I am! I want you to set the levels right.
I say, Bob, you want to do a podcast
I want you to
with me?
start
You can be a
recording it.
co-host. You don't have to do shit. Now it's like, man, you want to do a podcast with me? You got to be a host, and I now expect you to do things. Great, thanks.
All you gotta do is sit
Super
here.
happy to
You
be
don't have
here.
to edit anymore. Anyway, with us is local music person
Yeah, that'll work.
Brian Gilbert.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Brian.
Yeah, hey, guys.
What do you like to be billed as?
Music person, I
Is
think
music
works.
person okay?
I DJ. I'm in bands, so yeah.
I didn't want to say musician because I feel like you actually
No, I'm not.
You reach out.
Yeah, I'm not a musician at all.
Okay.
I scream into a microphone and I play someone else's record, so no.
Right.
He's a music person.
Yeah.
You have an amorphous definition, just like
musical-
this movie has an amorphous narrative.
Oh, yeah. A musical person of interest, let's put it that way.
Okay. Well, we watched a women in prison film. Is that what you call it?
I
Called
guess.
Caged Fury.
Yeah, I mean,
Starring Eric Estrada.
Not really.
A cameo by Ron Jeremy and Max Dad from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
Lopan.
Oh, and Lopan was
yeah.
in it for like 5 seconds.
And Michael Park.
And
And Michael
Parks.
Parks.
Yeah, I mean the
Fucking
cast
killing it.
in any other movie, the cast is like dynamite.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It
Like,
wasn't
it
in
wasn't
this.
that movie.
This. I honestly think like the next Tarantino movie will just have this cast. Yeah, like I mean, pretty much. I
He
mean,
could probably do some awesome shit with
Yeah,
the
It would
cast.
be a
yeah.
way better movie.
yeah, it might be this. I mean, like,
Yeah,
Quentin
Tarantino
Tarantino
could
should just-
rewrite this
Yeah,
Yeah,
movie
he
to
just
make it
remakes
awesome.
everything else. Just
Yeah.
remake Caged Fury. Use the same people. They're all still alive. Get it done.
Uncaged Fury.
yeah. Fury uncaged. Yeah.
Django Uncaged.
Yeah.
He time travels to now
Yeah.
to 1980s LA,
Yeah.
and then
he's the warden in the rape prison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Whoa,
right.
whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Sorry. Sorry.
This is a hard one to talk about.
Yeah.
This-
This is the darkest movie we might
This is the
ever
darkest
watch.
movie bonus disc has done
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, where do you start with? Okay, the movie is a. It's
Do it. Just do it.
Yeah,
well,
go.
I mean, the movie is about a rape dungeon prison that's
Yeah.
in the middle of LA, across the street from Man's Chinese Theater.
But we don't. But that's yeah.
I mean, that's revealed at the end.
Yeah, that's only
Right, but it's in the middle of LA. It's in the heart of LA.
Yo, yeah. I mean, downtown. I mean, it is literally where everybody goes in LA.
Yeah.
Like, if you go to LA, you end up across the street from a
It's the
secret.
Times Square of LA.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you visit LA, you end up across the street from what apparently is a secret rape prison.
Yeah, that's like this mass conspiracy
Yeah.
of like selling of human trafficking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a white woman trafficking trade where they sell it to foreigners.
Yeah.
And
Which is like, okay, on the surface, that's like, all right, I could see a movie about that.
Sure.
But the way in which it goes about it,
Yeah, the exposition is amazing.
yeah, it
it's
doesn't make any sense.
so, all right, there's a girl in Utah.
Michael Parks' daughter,
Yes.
he plays her father. in
youngest
Utah.
daughter. There's
There's two daughters. Right, that's important.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and the first daughter's already gone out to New York and L.A. also
To try to be an
to try to be an
actress, and
actress.
she failed.
And she failed. She's back in Utah with dad and the
God
sister.
knows what those movies were like.
Ooh.
Like,
I'd like to see that side film
Yeah,
of,
like
of her.
this has happened twice before.
Yeah.
It's this
Ugh.
bad. Okay, so
And then
she,
the younger sister's like, I'm going to go try it now.
Yeah, my turn.
I'm
Right,
going to
well,
do it.
Well, yeah, the younger sister is going to go do it, and her father doesn't want her to go. Her father
Yeah.
is played by Michael Parks.
And he does such
He's
a good
delivering
job.
like an Oscar-worthy performance.
He kills it. He
kills it.
kills
This
it.
movie is bullshit from beginning to end, except for like Michael Parks like destroying it right next to a person who can't act for shit, like that girl being like, "I'm gonna go and find her."
Yeah.
This dude is like killing him. He's crying
No.
like a motherfucker, and she's like sort of
In her
bleary-eyed.
defense, Michael Parks, it's hard for him to deliver a line without it sounding so creamy and smooth.
Yeah, I mean,
He just talks and it sounds good.
He just
but-
has
He's
that.
amazing. He's
Yeah,
great.
that thing.
You know, he's doing like his like lines from Red State in this movie,
Yeah,
and it
But
just
it's
sounds
just in the
great.
worst.
And his face is just there's like weight on his face, like
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
so heavy, and everyone around him is just like porn grade level acting.
if he's in that, I think this movie is what launched Cinemax. I'm almost certain of
Yeah,
this.
it's like-
this hits
Yeah,
every.
it's like
Women in
like-
underwear.
Seed that sprouted.
yeah, like this
Women
is
in
the
underwear,
reason.
shirtless guys with mullets kicking the shit out of people.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
it had it,
It
all.
kind of has everything.
It does.
No, it's so entertaining for being a movie that is just people raping people from beginning to end.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
we'll get there.
Yeah, we haven't even.
It's dark as shit. Like
Yeah.
I feel bad for having to do this on a comedy podcast, sort
Right?
of. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Brian.
No, it's
Like,
yeah.
I kind of did this to you. and
I could have gotten Death Nurse,
Yeah.
but that would have been too easy.
See, but that's terrible. But that's not a. This is like almost like
Yeah.
offensively
oh,
dark.
oh, I know. I'm saying, yeah.
This is-
Couldn't have
man.
been Death Nurse. Nope, had to be Cage Fury. Thanks, guys.
So the dad's worried about his daughter going to L.A. 'cause he's like,
rightfully so.
What? Yeah,
I think
apparently
they
very
were
rightfully so.
justified fears.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Right?
Yeah, no.
Like-
Afterwards, yes. In hindsight, at first you're like, yeah, dude, just let her go.
yeah.
If
And
I
then-
lived in this world, I would live in a cave. I would not even want to talk to human beings.
Well,
this world is
'cause-
a
yeah.
It's
in this
horrifying,
movie is a
terrifying
horrifying place.
world. You
Because
gotta
the
be
house is in the mountains of Utah. I mean, like they're far away from civilization
Oh,
as
yeah.
you can be.
I like that. Just
Again, rightfully so.
it gives
He
you
was
that
like, if
black
you
and
wanna
white
go-
contrast. Like if you're in the city, it's just constant roving
Nothing, yeah.
rape gangs.
Just, yeah, biker rape gangs
Yeah,
and dudes
constantly.
at mullets.
He's like, if you want to
kicking
go to a city,
people.
go to Salt Lake City. He's
Yeah.
like, they're all the
Maybe
same.
that was that Mormon undertone. That
Yeah, yeah. There's an odd.
Anyway,
She
gets going. She's on the road driving to L.A. And then-
First thing that
Off
happens
the
when
bat.
she's leaving, she leaves the small town.
is well, there's
Lord.
a trucker driving another hot woman.
Yeah,
Right.
obviously,
the opposite
Rhonda,
direction. Rhoda.
Rhonda, an obvious hitchhiker with this dude in a
Rhoda.
truck.
Right.
Going-
and the dude in the truck
The other way,
going the other way toward. They're like she's going towards L.A. Rhonda and the trucker
going
are going
away from LA.
away from
Well,
LA.
yeah.
And this is all important that we tell you.
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
'cause
no, it's
Yeah.
This
very
stuff
important.
really doesn't make sense.
This-
I
yeah.
think it's all an editing problem. I don't really know.
Well, they go out of the way. They say in the car, the guy's like, "It's been 200 miles. I think you owe me now."
You've been teasing me by opening and
Closing
crossing
your
your
legs.
legs.
Yeah.
You want
Oh.
it just as bad as me.
Yeah.
And then, of course, just like the
Tries
rest of
to-
the movie,
Yeah.
he tries raping her.
It just,
Yeah,
well, it
Jesus,
seemed
just-
really out of place at first, but now having seen the whole movie,
it makes perfect sense.
He
Yeah.
sadly is one of the better guys in the movie. That's
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
fucking throw in prison.
Well, yeah. So yeah,
So
Okay.
she like
Burns his dick
burns his
with
dick
the,
with
burns
a
his-
car cigarette lighter.
yeah.
right. She gets out of the car, run and
And then Kat, the main
Kat
character,
stops, helps her. They drive away, still going toward L.A.
Yeah, now going back
Yeah.
to she just drove 200
miles away from LA.
Now she picks her up and she goes, "Where are you headed?" "Wherever you're going." She's like, "Well, I'm
Going
going
to
to LA."
LA.
She's like, "That's fine."
I'm going to back where you
Yeah.
came
exactly.
from.
Cool. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So they get to L.A. and it just cuts to them on the street.
Yeah.
She goes, and then they look at a door, and she says, "How long have you lived here?" He's like, "Oh, for a while."
Yeah, for a while now.
Then why were you hitchhiking?
Yeah, where
Yeah.
were you hitchhiking? For what purpose?
And then,
Were you-
and not even more purpose than why was it so okay? Like, oh, good. Oh, yeah, L.A. Great, we're back. That's
the
fine.
answer?
Yeah.
I got
because
my
LA
ride home. I
Yeah,
like,
she wasn't avoiding anything,
No.
obviously.
She was
She's
just like-
avoiding fucking rape gangs and secret prisons. I would fucking live on the
Well, wait a
road.
minute.
Dude, if I lived in LA and
Wait a
I had
minute,
shit was
wait a
going
minute.
on, I'd be like, yeah, give
But
me
then
the
she
fuck
was-
out of here.
I think she was avoiding that guy she lived with.
Buck.
Buck.
Oh.
Oh man, you could
Was he
you could do
Latin?
a podcast on just him.
I don't think he was Latin.
He was coked
I
out
thought
of
you
his
said was he
Yeah.
Aladdin?
He-
Yeah.
Yes, he could have played Aladdin
Yeah,
in the
he
stage
could have played
production.
He would have been
I mean, like,
amazing
It would have been
Aladdin.
amazing.
Yeah, she lives with this guy who's a photographer.
I'm doing air quotes around photographer, by
yeah,
the way.
I guess he was a
He
photographer.
just fucks chicks.
Yeah.
He he fucks chicks and he promises them that he'll auditions at some company that'll
Yeah.
give them
Right.
stardom
So this girl gets to LA.
within like 2 hours.
Yeah, as soon the
Oh,
first
yeah.
place
She's
they
there in no
stop
time.
is this apartment, and the guy's like, "Yeah, you
You know,
know,
like, I want to take pictures of you. I want to tell you about my agent.
yeah."
But he does. Remember, they go out.
Oh, they go out to like hang out. Yeah,
I
and
forget
he's-
the name of the bar.
Mr. G's.
Mr. G's.
Mr. G's bar.
Yeah, they go to the bar that's like a biker gang bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
The
Which
s-
I don't know.
What were they called? The Vipers.
The
The Vi-
Vipers.
yeah, where the
where they
Vipers
gang.
hang out.
Yeah.
So they go to Mr. G's
A
and
lot of phallic imagery there. The
It's
Vipers.
between.
Well, I mean, come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
right? Whoever wrote this movie had one thing on their mind.
yeah, rape.
Yeah, that's it.
They
Right,
wanted
that's
to
it.
beat the
It's
shit out of
terrible.
women.
So they get to Mr. G's and
All right, so they walk through the door.
oh yeah, okay.
He dances with this woman who's in her underwear. Then
Most women are in their
Oh,
underwear
almost
for the
everyone is in
rest
their
of the
underwear,
movie.
Oh yeah.
and then
At this point,
yeah.
Kat and Rhonda sit down, and then he sits down immediately after them, and he's like, "I got you an
Make sure
audition."
you keep talking to the mic, asshole.
I
Your
got,
level. I'm saying that
I
because the
got
level.
you an audition.
yeah,
When?
yeah.
From
In
whom?
in 30
You
seconds, she
are
has
in
an
a
This is a
audition.
time
shit
without
bar.
cell phones or anything.
No.
They have literally traveled from an apartment to a bar.
He was, and she was with him the whole time.
There's
Ex-
a lot
yeah.
of there's a lot of like time weirdness
Time
happening
jump.
in this
Oh, yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
we missed
well-
the whole part at the beginning where you saw the rape prison,
I think
which they never should have showed you at the beginning.
Oh,
Ever.
We did miss
Yeah.
that part, but it's super, you don't need
It
to
doesn't
know
matter,
it to
no.
know what's happening.
It shouldn't have happened.
It just gave you a flavor of the tone of the rape prison.
Yeah.
There's a big giant like mound of a human being that works for some ominous like dominatrix woman. But
You
we'll
keep
get to
calling
that.
him a
We'll
mound.
get to
a mound of human
it. That
beings.
guy's huge,
He
man.
is.
All right.
He's weird looking.
So they're in the
They're in Mr. G's.
Mr. G's.
Yeah.
She's got the audition. She's getting excited.
So yeah, Rhonda
Rhonda's sitting next to Buck, and they're
like
cuddling up,
cuddling,
yeah.
ready to fuck. They're getting
canoodling, if you will.
canoodling. And they want to go to the bathroom, right?
No,
No,
wait,
no,
you're
no.
missing the part
Okay,
where
yeah.
the girl he danced with just dumps the beer on Rhonda for no apparent
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
'cause
did
she's,
not
like,
understand what
jealous.
that was.
So then they go to the bathroom to dry. She goes to the bathroom by herself.
Right.
dry off.
To dry off, and it's
This
right.
is the
Yes.
best.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But shit, she just goes. She went in there just to dry off.
She has a entire pitcher of beer pouring
All over
down
her.
the front.
Pouring
of
out the
her.
front. Now,
She's wearing a white dress.
yeah.
That's very loose.
She goes into the restroom to dry herself off on the hand dryer.
Yeah, the hot air blower style.
Shit turns sexy in a nanosecond.
Meanwhile,
Within
Kat-
1 second. As
meanwhile,
soon as her
Kat-
like, tits were hot,
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, it's over." Oh, fucking! But the
Hot
best
air.
part about it was that her dress was blowing up
for
from
no
beneath.
reason.
No,
Yeah.
well, remember
From where?
She remember how you can turn like the dial or the blower
Yeah,
on a
she
handle
aimed it
up or
down
down.
at herself.
But yeah, but
But
the air
again-
was coming from like the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the-
because the blower is like chest height
Yeah.
at best.
At
I mean,
best.
like,
Yeah,
and
but
she's
she's like
got a full
Marilyn Monroe.
yeah, full
pushing-
7-year itch
Oh,
thing going on.
I was like, "What the fuck is
Yeah.
this?"
So she starts Well, no,
But-
also,
So hold on. Purpose of some kind, like
man,
a movie like this, you would
is so
think
much shit in this 3-minute
Yeah,
scene.
You would have to
This-
think.
the bar scene alone is mind blowing.
Oh,
You'd have to think the person who made this was like someone. People are gonna want to need to jerk off to this for this to make me any money, right? So, all right, here's a hot scene. This chick's like getting all sexy in the thing. What is the intercut other scene that this is paralleled against? A woman getting raped by like 20 fucking guys in an
Wait a
alley.
minute.
well,
wait
wait,
a
yeah,
minute.
yeah, hang on,
That's
hang on.
No, it kept cutting back and
Yeah,
forth.
but she
no,
wasn't getting raped.
Wow, she was about to.
A
She-
biker gang, for no reason,
Oh my
grabs a
God.
woman.
But we
Oh, no!
forgot.
Oh
we,
my
yeah,
God, I
yeah,
forgot
we,
the phone.
Oh, shit,
we
the
forgot the phone.
right, the phone.
So when the girl goes in the room to get all sexy ass with the
Cat
wall
Cat
dryer,
follows her
she
to
follows
use
her,
the
but Buck
phone.
stops her.
Buck stops her.
Buck stops her, and he's like, "Hey, look, why don't you come stay at my house? Everything's gonna be cool. She's gonna get her tits dry. We're gonna be so straight. Got you an audition. You owe me, right?" And she's like, let me just call my dad really quick." So they're in this bar. You don't see the
You don't
phone
know
in
where
the
they
shot.
are
You don't-
anymore.
They're just
No.
in a hallway.
They're somewhere.
And she just looks left, reaches,
And pulls out a payphone receiver. Yeah.
It was almost unreal.
It was
You were
almost
just
like they intentionally left the phone out of frame so it would be weird.
Right,
It was
like,
yeah, just
"Doo."
yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
let me just call my father
So
on
then
the universe phone.
Buck proceeds while she's on the phone to walk into the bathroom
Yeah.
and start
Taking photos. A photo
taking
shoot.
photos of the hot, sexy air blower scene
Yes.
going on that he didn't start.
No,
He's just like,
nor,
"Oh, shit."
nor should he,
In the
nor
woman's
should he have
bathroom.
known was happening.
He just walks in a woman's
He
bathroom.
goes, hey, cool.
Oh yeah, and the light is going on and off now at a sexy rate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's wait,
It's
there's
not
smoke.
flickering. It's not flickering. It's going on, off, on,
Yeah,
off.
it has a rhythm to it. Yeah,
it's
it
not
does.
like
It does.
It's like not broken. It's
Yes.
literally like a music video is happening.
Yes,
Yeah.
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 it's amazing.
So then a guy. That's
Then,
when
yeah,
another dude,
that's
like a
when
She's
biker
on the
guy,
phone with the
That's when a
dad.
Viper.
a Viper.
Yeah.
hangs up the phone while she's talking to her dad, and then it's just like, here we go, time to rape.
Yeah, just
he
drags
pretty
her, drags her
pulls
out
her
back.
outside the back of the bar.
Where there's 25 other Vipers waiting for their
Jesus.
rape sacrifice. Like,
They're just waiting
like,
for it.
yeah,
They had
it's
a,
like-
they
they're like,
had a
"Listen,
pickup
guys,
truck
Jimmy's-
with a blanket laid out on it, waiting for someone to be drawn out there and be raped.
Hey, Nails, go inside
Yeah.
and grab some woman.
It's
Listen,
Tuesday.
guys.
What are we doing?
Nails-
Fucking truck rape thing at the bar, you know. It's
Nails has 5 more minutes. I'm pulling away, man. We've been out for an hour
Yeah,
now.
come
Where
on.
is he?
Yeah.
How hard is it to grab
Meanwhile-
a chick?
This cat has been in like the city for like 90 minutes.
Yes.
At maybe.
a couple
Maybe.
hours at
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
Maybe.
And she's getting
She
pulled
tried
out.
on a couple outfits and then they went out.
Right. And
Okay.
see, and the,
And now
the
she's
one thing
being
we
raped.
haven't mentioned is
Okay.
that's
Oh fuck.
in the bar there happens to be the ever so smooth Eric Estrada just looking coiffed.
Yo, yeah, looking.
He looks.
I mean, he's.
I mean, he
Fine.
looks coiffed. He looks like Eric Estrada.
He's a fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fine mold of Eric Estrada.
He kind of just doesn't do any work in this movie.
Dude,
he
he's
just
not
stands
in it.
there.
Here's-
But
amazing.
here's
Not in
here's
it.
the thing. Why was he there? Because he was after the Vipers, wasn't he?
Here's why he was there. He
'Cause
was
he's
there to
best
be the
friends-
face, and Dirk was there to be the muscle.
Yeah.
Because
I
in a movie where Eric Estrada could actually fight, he would have done both things.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I know
but
that.
he
but
can't do that.
I mean, the character. Why are they even in that Mr. G's
So-
in the first?
I don't know.
Because
'Cause
they're just
there was-
looking for trouble, man.
But
they're
there's
just
something
there
about the
hanging out,
Vipers,
man.
though. All right. Okay.
It's
There
not
was
just Vipers.
something, but I just don't remember what
Anyway,
it was.
all right.
Because the
It
Vipers
doesn't matter. The Vipers disappear. They kick the shit out of all of them.
Right. Okay. So wait a minute, we haven't. we
is being nice about
Well,
it.
Okay,
That's
so
true.
in the
That's
bar
being generous.
is Eric Estrada.
Okay.
I forget his name. Do you remember his name?
Richard.
Something.
Fuck.
Whatever.
Richie.
Him,
Let's call him Richie.
and his best friend Dirk, who's
Oh
the
my god.
craziest looking awesome dude that ever.
How to describe
How do
him?
you describe?
He's got a
Brian-
wall of fucking hair.
I
It's
feel
a
like you
mullet,
can
but
describe
it's
the way he
also
looks
like,
best.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a very early Uncle Jesse kind of like coiffed mullet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like first 2 seasons Uncle Jesse. With
There's
his hairline-
structure, yet it's free.
yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely a little bit of business up front, but most of it's a party.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just get
Yeah,
that
And he's
clear.
like half
But he
Asian
has-
American.
but also like a deep tanned mahogany color.
Yeah, like,
he's,
this guy
he's definitely
is beautiful, and he's
yeah.
got an earring
He's got an
he's
earring
got a
and
couple earrings.
one of the greatest mustaches
ever.
Yes.
ever.
Super
And
weird looking.
if anyone
amazing.
if anyone listening knows me, Tom Selleck, Burt Reynolds are the top two. This is fucking close. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Dude, it
Those
was
are your top two, like.
It was a whole package though, with the mustache and the hair.
He was never not wearing until he was saving everyone from the rape prison. He wasn't ever wearing anything that didn't say
American Combat Karate
on
which
it.
is his actual
karate
guy's
school.
an actual
Yeah.
karate instructor. He's dead.
By the way,
now.
Dirk's full name is Dirk Ramsey. By the way,
That's
so,
such a
like,
They
good
never even
action
say
movie
that.
that's
name.
a good
They never
action
even
movie name,
say
a good
it.
porno movie
Dirk
name,
Ramsey.
like
Yeah.
everything about
It works
that.
for every situation.
Which actually this movie pretty much encapsulates
It's
between
every
a rape
situation.
porn and a action movie.
Yeah, it's really
yeah,
what it
yeah,
is.
I mean,
Yeah.
The premise, it's like the universe of this movie. Everyone is filming a low budget porn.
yeah,
Like
I mean,
everyone acts like that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, there's at no point is there a character like just working.
yeah,
Like
No,
at an office.
everyone
is trying to either make pornography
Yeah.
or get people to make pornography.
or they're just it looks like they're just on the set
And
of
when you
like everyone's
don't
kind of
understand-
posed like sweaty, like barely clothed.
I'm telling you guys, I know we haven't got into like even the meat of this movie,
No.
absolutely not.
but it's there. Somebody thought they were writing a metaphor for filmmaking.
I
in
can
this
see that.
movie.
I can see that.
This is a metaphor for people that go out to try to be actors.
I can see that.
Yeah,
well, yeah.
it's obviously is.
Yeah,
And
it better
the
be.
music,
It better be.
the whole reveal of what the prison is, everything. Come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Anyway, okay.
All right.
So, all right,
So
okay,
Dirk
so-
and Eric Estrada,
save her from being
they
raped.
beat the shit out of the Vipers.
They
Dirk kicks the shit
Shit
out
of the Vipers.
18 of the 20 Vipers.
Yeah,
Eric
Eric
Estrada
Estrada
punched one.
A close up
And-
of Eric Estrada's fist without his head in the shot.
Yeah.
Punches like two people.
Yeah,
I guess he can't even move. It's like
I don't think he
he's
can.
just terrible at fighting. I guess.
Yeah.
Was that where the taint scrape happened?
Yes.
Yes.
The tiger claw taint
yeah, I have
scrape.
no
Yeah.
idea what that move
That was
but
really odd.
I mean, that description of it is pretty accurate. If that didn't put a good enough picture in your head, fuck you.
Yeah. Basically, Dirk. I mean, he went under a guy's nuts.
Yeah.
And like
from
rubbed-
behind.
Yeah.
And like,
But he didn't grab. He
No.
almost just like stroked.
yeah,
Like just so the guy would know that I've got your power.
yeah,
Like, you're
Like I
mine
can do
now.
anything now. Don't you
like,
understand?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. You're mine.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's
I've got full access to your taint.
just
You've
which,
lost the
which,
fight.
in, which in LA we know is a very dangerous
This is
thing to have.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So the two of them. Okay. Here's the time. Okay. There's that
Alright.
time problem.
Yeah, because
Oh,
they do
again.
all right, they beat up everyone outside.
Side.
Right.
Then they go inside,
Side.
and there's more Vipers, so they fight more people
And the Vipers
inside.
somehow know what just happened outside.
No,
Immediately.
he brings in the one guy and like throws
right,
him on
he
the pool
smashed-
table.
Oh yeah.
Dirk smashes him on the.
And then he's
there's
just
a
like, "What's
lot
up?"
that goes
And then
on.
all these
Yeah.
fucking people start fighting. And there's a point where the bartender or the security guard or the bouncer, like the doorman or someone
Yeah.
that works at the bar, like picks up a Viper over his head and like smashes him. And then like a minute later, Dirk is kicking him in the fucking chest. Like
Yeah,
they weren't
is-
just
is
fighting
he
the
a good
Vipers
guy?
together a
Yeah.
minute
came
ago.
after, yeah, it came
Yeah.
after
It
Dirk.
didn't really make any sense. You're like, is he just gonna kill everyone in the
Well,
building?
I mean, I'm stuck in that montage of fighting was also the shot of the woman. There's like this shot of a guy,
No,
guy
man.
sitting at the bar like laughing, and this hot woman just takes a whole bottle. Like, was it whiskey?
Whiskey
or
something.
whatever.
Smashes
matter.
it in slow motion across
Yeah.
his face. He's not even involved in what's
No.
happening.
No.
Nor,
Not at
nor
all.
nor is that scene involved. Like,
It's
just,
not. Nothing
it just,
behind them is going on.
It just cuts to this couple, and she just in slow mo slams a bottle in his face.
Yeah, entire bottle of Jack Daniels like in
Yeah.
his face.
Amazing.
All right, so then it
Yeah.
cuts back to them still taking photographs.
Oh,
and then they
Buck
start
and Rhonda
fucking.
are fucking in the bathroom
Yeah.
this
the
entire
whole time. The whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, the whole rape fight time.
So we watch them fuck in the bathroom, and it's boring and not interesting.
No, it's a full sex scene with
and
clothes
it's
on.
terrible.
It's
Yeah,
terrible.
It's absolutely
the lights
awful.
are still fluctuating.
And they're really sweaty again in
and they're like angry fucking.
in an amount of time that would not have made anyone sweaty.
What are you talking about? They just kicked the shit out of 50
No,
guys.
not them.
The fucking.
But
Buck,
that was-
Buck and Rhonda
all
fucking
right.
in the bathroom.
Well, yeah, they were doing that the whole time that fight was going on. Because they were not involved. in
Anyway,
it.
look.
Oh yeah,
look.
okay, fair enough.
Okay, so here I want to make this clear: the people that leave the bar
Yes.
are Buck and Rhonda first to go
Yeah.
back to Buck's place.
Seconds before.
But, no, because it shows them fucking.
It shows them fucking.
They finish.
Then it shows them riding on. When did it show them riding on the bikes?
That was just after.
Well, hold on, because they leave. They say we're gonna go home. They leave. Then Kat goes home with Eric Estrada and Dirk. Dirk eventually splits off and leaves to go wherever he lives.
Yeah.
To go break
To
break
go
cinder
beat
blocks.
up more bad guys.
Yeah,
I
just
assume
go,
he doesn't
to go be
sleep.
a vigilante.
Yeah.
Now,
A vigilante.
He fights monsters in his dreams too. He's that
real
bad.
quick point here. Kat might be the most trusting person in any film I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Shows
To
up,
trust
shows
Eric
up,
Estrada after that.
shows up at Buck's house. Yeah, I'll stay here, wear your clothes, take my photos later on. Not a problem. I've been in LA for 25
It's
minutes.
just like the most standardized creepy thing to ever
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
as a photographer.
Photographer in an 80s movie.
Yeah, like
Wait, I'm sorry, back up. Rhonda jumps in her car after nearly being raped by a truck driver. Where are you going? I don't know. Come with me. Great. Sounds good. You're cool. Hey, here's my friend's place. 80s photographer. Super creep. Cool. I'll stay here. Dude,
take me to a biker bar. Great, I trust you. It's a great place to go.
awesome. Then gets almost gang raped, saved by random dude, Eric Estrada and his
Right.
friend Dirk.
Yeah.
And then immediately goes, yeah, come back to my place. We'll hang out for a few.
Come back to the photographer
The
who I
photographer-
just met.
yeah. Just met. I'm
Who
going to bring.
brought me here.
Yeah.
Like the guy has to know the Vipers pretty much control this bar, and he brings
Right.
somebody who's new to LA
Yeah.
to this Viper
God
bar.
damn it.
It's amazing, and we haven't even we're
We're nowhere near getting to the best part of this movie.
No. There is.
Oh my god!
All right, so
I just want to talk about the time thing.
I know,
Oh, yeah.
So they get on their bikes and it shows them riding, and then they get to their
They
apartment.
get to Buck's apartment.
and they're already.
Eric Estrada and Kat get to Buck's apartment, and they get up to the door, and it opens, and there's Buck,
Already there.
right, who should be logically still in the bathroom fucking.
Yeah, it was the last
Yeah.
thing you saw.
And he goes, "Where have you guys been?" What?
What? Yeah.
So
how are you here?
yeah. What do you
That's a better
mean?
question.
Yeah, like you have to assume that her and Eric Estrada were like driving around LA for 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah, just riding around on
To
motorcycles.
make Buck, a guy who's obviously probably on so many like narcotics and opiates and shit,
Oh yeah.
that he has no concept of time, but they were going long enough for him to go, where the fuck are they?
Yeah. They should be back here by now.
Yeah.
We've already
He was
fucked twice.
They were
And
fucking.
then he goes in the back of his apartment to fuck Rhonda again.
And
And
they
her and
come
Eric
in.
Estrada come into the door and fuck right inside the
Yeah,
door.
just
I don't think
inside.
that's the. Was that where they were? Like right inside the.
They had to
the
be.
That
entrance?
apartment was a brick apartment. It had a
Man,
brick motif.
I could not
Yeah.
tell where that
It looked
scene
like they
was.
were fucking in an alley, but
Yeah, but it was indoors. It
was-
was
yeah.
crazy.
and this was the few one. These are the only 2 times in the movie there's consensual sex.
Yes.
It's Buck in the
Buck and
bathroom.
Rhonda.
Yeah. Buck and
And
Rhonda,
Eric Estrada and
Kat, which
Yeah.
again takes place in the first 18 minutes of this
Right.
movie,
Yes.
Yeah. So
of which there are like 80 more minutes to go. So consensual sex stops here.
Yeah, that's
Like,
the end of
the-
that
the-
shit.
the
Fucking
re-
dark, man.
the
Shit is dark.
The rest of the movie,
The fact that you're supposed to like enjoy it as an action movie is so
yeah,
not
yeah.
cool.
Weird.
It
or
is not
again,
okay.
like we mentioned, or enjoy it as a like 80s like
Titty
TNA
comedy.
movie.
It's not
Yeah,
okay.
it's not.
No.
Like it's not
the tits
that.
are sad because these women have been abused.
It's like crazy.
Constantly, yeah.
It's
They've been
insane.
abused. Okay.
Okay, so
yeah.
yeah,
We
so
haven't-
they,
okay.
God.
So then they have sex during that scene where they're like getting to the point where they're gonna fuck. She is using an ice pick to chip ice off of something.
Right.
You never
What
saw what
was
it
that?
was.
Yeah.
It was weird.
They're having like sexy conversation, and she's literally putting ice chips in her mouth.
Wait,
with an
but-
ice pick in her
But they're
hand.
having
Yeah.
the conversation. She's doing something you can't tell, and then you see her lift up an ice pick, and you're like, "What the fuck is going
Yeah.
on?"
Does
And
Buck
then
have
she has,
random
like-
blocks of ice?
Yeah, just-
Like, what? Like, where
And
are
she's
you?
she's that comfortable.
yeah, to just
She's been in his apartment once for like an hour.
yeah.
All of a sudden, she knows where there's ice and an
This
ice
is the
pick.
complimentary guest ice.
Yeah, this is the guest night.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, this is so.
Let's fuck next to the
this is so
giant ice
weird,
cube.
man.
So insane.
So weird.
All right, so then the next morning she goes on the audition that Buck set up. And she shows up to a place. They're like, all right, come in here, the room. there's this girl on top of this old man, and he's like, "This isn't working out," and they're just like, "Get the fuck out of here, bitch!" And then they're like, "Here, just come in here and do
the
the
men
scene."
are all horrid.
Yeah,
At this point, from this
no,
point
I'm
on,
not like summarizing. That's pretty much what he said.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Get in here and do the thing," and she's like, "What is my motivation?"
Well, wait
And
a
I'm like,
minute.
"What
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
We forgot
You're
about.
forgetting the most important part of the movie.
Did I?
Yeah.
What?
Remember she's in
Oh,
the front
shit. Oh, I'm
office and there's
sorry.
like these
I
guys.
can't believe. I can't believe.
All right.
There's a- the director has a goon squad, if you will.
Yeah, that he's like in the back doing. They insinuate that he's in the back fucking women.
Yes.
That's pretty much what they he's in the back and he's like auditioning
He's
them. If
auditioning.
you know what I mean. Yeah, right. And then like the goon
Obscene
squad
gesture, yeah.
is up near the front desk.
No, he barges into the office.
Oh,
He barges into the office because
Right,
the girl's
right.
like, "Get out of here, he's busy," and then he's just like,
Mr.
goes
G
in.
needs to see me.
Yeah, and he like goes in, and he's got like a goon squad.
Three
This
dudes.
fucking guy.
Okay. There's one guy that looks kind of normal. Not
Yeah, 80s
other
normal.
dude has
Fine.
this like insane, like Burger King Kids Club, like straight up hairdo, but it's a mullet as well.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like,
if
And
a-
he's wearing a green like blazer
With
with
no
no
shirt.
right. And then the guy that we're laughing
love-
about is he looks
Okay.
kind of like Dirk.
looks a lot like Dirk.
Like you thought
Yeah,
he
he
was
looked
Dirk.
like a
Dirk,
white
yeah.
Dirk.
Yeah, he looked like a white Dirk, but that's not
God damn it.
because he says like, hey honey, like what's your qualifications, right?
or
No,
he
he
says,
comes in, he goes, "I gotta give these auditions," and then that guy,
The guy
steps forward
and he goes, "Get the hell out of here."
No, he goes, "What do you think? Who do you think you are barging in here like this or something
Right.
like that? You got to get out of here and you got to wait like everybody else." Or
That's
something.
the guy who
he
looks
tries to like tough talk him, but his voice was so weird. He's
it's like
"You're
Mike
gonna have to get
Tyson.
out. You're gonna have to wait out there like everybody else." Like he
It was
sounded like
a
Yeah.
Mike
weird.
Tyson type of dichotomy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Where
very
his
much.
sounded
voice and
super
his
weird.
like physicality do not match.
Very much.
And then
then
Buck's
it
like,
cuts to
no, Buck goes, "No, you got to see these girls."
right.
And then it goes to the other
It
guy.
goes the weird mullet hair straight up
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
who says it's just like Orchid said.
That weird motherfucker's name
That
was
was
Orchid.
Why?
God damn it.
He could have been named anything. You didn't even have to say his
No,
name.
it didn't matter.
wasn't even important.
Yeah, he's still funny.
Yeah.
Orchid.
Naming him
Orchid.
Orchid is insanity.
Now,
so good.
That is so nuts.
oh,
That's what I almost thought. Like whoever wrote this gets how shitty this is.
Had
There's
to.
no reason
And,
to
then,
do
and
that.
obviously, I'm going to say it right now is in the credits.
credits.
His name was, in fact, we didn't hear it, mishear
No,
it.
it
It's
was
Orchid.
There's a credit for Orchid.
The dude's real name.
the actor's actual
real
name.
first name was
Catherine.
Catherine.
So,
Like, who is that guy?
Where do you find someone with this life?
that guy was
Hello,
like,
I'm Catherine. I was in a movie about rape where I played a guy named Orchid.
oh, I didn't rape anyone.
yeah. No.
Yeah, I'm not insane.
I'm just a man named Catherine who played a character
It's
named
funny
Orchid.
because we're acting like this is such a huge part of the movie.
It's
and
nothing.
it's not.
It's
It's
nothing.
nothing.
It is-
just like Orchid said.
We got no time
they
for
felt
this.
the need to have him named even.
It
you
went
didn't
nowhere.
need that
no,
line.
it could have. No,
it
it
could have
could
been like that guy could have said. Just
You heard
like,
him.
You heard him.
That's it.
Get the fuck out of
No,
here.
it's just like Orchid.
Just
said.
like Orchid said. Like, oh shit!
Because
I
the other
didn't-
two guys
I
are
didn't
never
realize
named.
I was talking to Orchid. My God.
The Orchid. I am so sorry.
The Orchid. I've heard much
I've
about
heard-
you, sir.
I apologize.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I'm
Never meant for this to happen,
Yeah.
Orchid.
Oh my god.
So anyway.
Now, okay, we haven't even got to
okay,
a
all right,
prison.
all right.
So,
Let's.
all right, we got to get there. Fucking, she goes back into the office with the dude Tony,
Does
and
not
he's like,
and starts to
he's-
audition.
And
yeah,
Tony
that's
looks
where
like
that's where the
Tony
girls,
is like Danny DeVito as the Penguin if he had a fro.
yes.
If Gene Simmons and Danny DeVito's Penguin had a kid,
Right.
it would
It
be
would look
this
like
guy.
the
This
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
He
So
looks
he takes
bad.
her back there, and that's where the girl's on top of the old man. He's like, "This ain't working." They're like, "Hit the bricks, bitch!" And then they're like, "Get over here, you do this." And she's like, "What?" She was like, "What's my motivation?" And he's just like, "You fucking want to fuck him. Like, what are you
yeah,
talking
what
about?
are you talking
Yeah,
about?
the director has
And then
no
he's
time
like-
for
they're
method
like,
acting.
She's reading the lines. He's like,
The
not good
director
enough.
gets so
Ad-lib.
angry about her reading the lines,
Yeah.
he takes the lines away from her.
her.
and
Yeah.
says, just say anything.
Yeah, just do
fuck-
something.
Yeah, then he says,
He's-
"We're going to lunch." No, wait, now do it
Yeah,
again.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
great.
That
He's
was
like,
insane.
oh, they don't want to do the scene. We're going to lunch, everybody, because they don't want to do the scene. What the fuck? And then she's like, I'll just do it. I'll do it. And then she hits on that old man. She like pulls her tits out. And then she's like, is that good enough? And they're like, why'd you stop?
Yeah.
And she's like, because I'm an actress and I don't understand what I'm doing, so I don't know where to go with it. And he's like, actress, you gotta fuck him. What are you talking
you
about,
gotta go
bitch?
all the way.
You know how it goes.
It's
This is
LA.
how it
It's
is.
really crazy because there's like in the waiting room is like 50 women.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
So all day they're just spending watching women fuck like a 60-year-old dude.
Dude, that guy's gross.
He was every bit of 70. Like,
Yeah,
that's
he-
yeah.
How does he doing it? How
He's-
does he?
there's no way-
yeah, fair
how
enough.
is he
Yeah.
handling
It has
this?
to be just them blowing him because there's no way he's like doing anything.
Yeah,
No.
it's insane.
You know what I mean?
The amount of women.
So they're there. Rhonda and Kat are there. Kat's like, I'm an actress. They're like, fuck
My-
this old man.
Note
And she's
to,
like,
note to
no.
listeners: Rhonda has taken no part in the audition.
Oh no,
Or
she's not
anything.
signed up. She's
And
not
that
supposed
will
to
mean
be there.
something later.
Yeah.
Rhonda is completely uninvolved. She's just there.
So then they're heading out, and Tony's like, no, you're gonna fuck this old man, and she's like, fuck you. And he's like, well, now I'm just gonna rape you. And you're like, what is this movie?
Why would anyone make this?
And
It's
then-
terrible.
So he's like, well, I'm just going to rape both of you guys now. So they tried to fight him off. Someone calls the police. Police show up. They're like, those girls need to be arrested because they attacked me. And you're like, what the hell are you talking
is
about?
happening?
So then it cuts to a motherfucking court scene where there's a lawyer looking at the papers. He goes, these charges are pretty serious. You're like, what? Charges for what? They were being raped. What are you saying? Like, what the fuck is happening? There's a judge being like, well, you know, you fucked up.
Yeah, well, you didn't let him rape you.
Yeah, you should have let him rape
yeah.
you, so you got to go to Honeywell State Penitentiary.
which by the way, she's being charged for attacking.
Cat. By
Cat-
the way,
yeah,
Cat is being charged.
Cat is being charged.
Cat.
Is being charged for.
That's important.
No, it is important.
Cat's being charged.
She's being charged for solicitation, right? When
She's being charged as a prostitute.
right.
Yeah, because they're
They
like,
had
"There's
somebody. They had a
videotape of you
walk-in. A woman
yeah.
walked in to audition for a part, and they ended up getting her charged as a
With prostitution.
prostitute and sent to prison. Like,
and being charged.
But in the court case, he goes, there's video evidence of you hitting on Mr. Spaghetti or whatever. Spaghetti.
Yeah.
I can't
Mr. G.
No,
that was Mr. G?
No, it
He
wasn't.
had the fake name, and she's like, that guy's not even real.
Yeah,
And
he
they're
wasn't a
like,
real fucking
"Fuck,
person."
Yeah,
He's not a real person.
Okay, he's not a real person.
Sure.
No one believes
It's
the
like,
way.
No.
where are they?
Yeah, what's happening?
The courtroom did have a weird angle to it, like it was like a Batman villain place. It was like weird looking.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
they get sentenced.
they
yeah.
get sent to
She,
Hold on,
she
she
gets
gets
sentenced.
Cat gets sentenced.
But somehow her and
Rhonda
Rhonda
are
end
sent
up
to
in a
prison.
fucking rape prison.
Yeah, it cuts to a shot of them being, going through the doors opening at a prison, and
Yeah.
her and Rhonda.
Yeah, the
when he
intake
walked
process,
in,
yeah.
like Rhonda did nothing.
Yeah. Rhonda stood there the entire time.
She did nothing.
She helped fight
And
off.
next thing you see, they're
Tony.
both. Yeah, next thing you see, they're
So
both.
as far as we know, as the audience, this courtroom has
It's a
indicted
legit-
Rhonda.
At this point in the movie,
it's
you
a
have to
legit
think like
courtroom.
they actually got arrested, and there was
actually
in a
framed
courtroom.
as prostitutes.
So you have to assume that like rape is normal in this society, and you can call the police and be
It's
like,
normal and
hey,
allowable.
hey,
this woman scratched me while I was trying to
I'm a
rape her.
which
What the hell kind of society we live in?
sadly, maybe it's probably sadly like in the 1400s. That probably something
Yeah.
you could actually
But no,
sadly
I mean,
do.
In 1950, you could have done the same thing. I
That's-
think.
yes.
depending- I mean,
they don't
This
give-
movie, like, if you think about it too long, it kind of want to make you like cry.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
horrible.
It's really sad.
It's terrifying.
there's
the
nothing.
fact that this is supposed to be
She
fun
gets her
fluff
ass
is
fingered
sick.
the
Yeah.
first thing.
I
This
mean,
is not
yeah, no.
cool.
They
Like,
all
I
get
if I had 13 turned on Cinemax at 1 a.m. going, all right,
yeah.
mom and dad are out, totally gonna be
time
great.
to have some fun.
Yeah,
Not
and this
gonna
comes
work.
on, and been like, what?
Whoa.
You
Holy
can't,
shit.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can't jerk off to anything that happens in this because you're like, Jesus, come on,
It's-
it's horrible. as soon as they get there, they all get naked, and then the woman fingers everyone in the ass.
Yeah.
And doesn't change her glove
Once.
between
Yeah.
people.
Doesn't
She's just
change
like,
it
ram. Ah!
Yeah, so should
Next
they,
person.
so
Boom.
Even they're getting
They didn't even wipe
violated
it
even
off.
by women.
Yeah.
Yeah. By everybody in the
Literally,
prison.
yeah. Their bodies
Everybody.
are just being violated
Yeah.
at all
All
times.
times.
It's
And again,
fucking
everyone.
terrible.
They're not even in the cell block yet.
No.
Yeah,
They've
this
been
is-
there for 5 minutes.
Minutes,
This
they're
is-
already getting
Fingered
finger
it.
banged.
This is the intake. This is prison intake, and they're already getting just
Yeah, and the woman's like
completely violent.
laughing while they're doing
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
cackling
he loves
even.
it.
It's insane. Oh, all right.
Sorry. So then she gets in there. They're in there.
Oh,
You
yeah,
s- man.
Mac's dad, Spider.
Yeah, Spider, who murdered a guy at the beginning. We didn't talk about that.
Oh yeah,
At the beginning, when the girl escapes and gets fed to the mound man.
yeah.
I forgot about
that.
He's like, hey, you weren't at your post. And the guy's like, I came in here to get some coffee. You got a problem with that? I love that line, though, because he's like, you got a problem with
Oh
that?
yeah,
And he's
we
like,
didn't really talk about.
No! I got a problem with you
Hold
letting
on, wait.
bitches out of their cages.
We didn't talk about that. I forgot about
No,
that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
We kind of skimmed over it.
Yeah, you just started at Utah.
Oh, that because that beginning part, it just
It sticks out like a sore thumb, yeah.
yeah.
That's why I said it shouldn't have been at the beginning. You should have no idea what's going on at this prison until they get there.
right. Because now you know how bad the prison is.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
also haven't talked about how multiple times during all these other scenes, women's breasts go from being uncovered to covered,
And then
or
covered again.
broad and unbroad
We think
for
cut,
no
like, from
reason,
cut to
just
cut.
cut to
Yeah,
cut in the
yeah.
like
same
there's no
scene.
continuity at
Yeah,
all.
all
Like
the
they shot a
breasts.
whole.
With the
Let's just do the whole
Yeah,
thing.
there's
There's no
topless.
who was in charge of breast continuity?
Like the
That's-
second
Yeah.
unit was shooting stuff like, oh, just have your tits out. It's fine.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
That's why we're
No,
here.
no. We don't show tits in this one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway,
No,
okay, yeah.
makes
So
no sense, yeah,
like
sorry.
Mac's dad, we're just gonna
Hey,
call
he
him
murders
Spider.
that guy.
Spider.
He murders
Spider.
that guy.
Where's the guy?
Because he went
He
to get
murders
some
a
coffee.
fellow
slits his
guard.
throat.
Fellow guard.
because he failed to keep track of another
Yeah,
inmate.
because the Asian girl got out.
That was
All right.
that's the first thing you ever see in the movie.
Right.
Okay, so now we're
So
back.
now
we're
they're
in the
in that
prison. We
prison.
meet
Jesus
Spider again,
Christ.
and he's kind of the guy that like he's the guard that kind of patrols the women. Right?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say he's the head guard.
Yeah,
He's the
head
head
guard.
guard. He's the
He's the liaison
He's the
between
number. He's
Yeah.
not the number 2. I would say Mound Man is number 2.
number 2. Yeah, Mound is number 2. Spider's number 1. Because also Spider's in it till the bitter end.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. That's
So
true.
I mean, he has to be.
yeah, right. Okay, this is where
God.
things get a little weird,
Yeah, well,
Look-
right?
A little weird.
well, I mean, they've
it's bad.
This is where it just
already.
goes off the rape rails, really.
Jesus Christ.
So okay, so they're in the prison.
I mean, their life in prison is constant fear.
Yeah.
There's, I mean, you're basically living in like a serial killer's dungeon.
Well, but we don't know that
Very-
yet. But
well,
we-
yeah,
but
they've been
because-
fingered, and they're like, God, we're
Well, no,
scared.
I'm just saying, like the tone of
Then-
life.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty much you're not in prison. You're in like a constant state of attack.
Yeah,
There's
but-
no.
Well, there's the part where there's that part right there where like she's like, I didn't do anything. I'm not supposed to be here. And that one girl's like, you're a fucking bitch anyway.
Yeah,
And
so
then-
she
but
meets
then that
she
other
meets
girl's
the other
like-
prisoners.
She's like,
Right.
I've been in prison before, and it ain't never been like this. But that woman's still super rapey, so she's
and
like
there was
into it.
that character, Crazy Daisy,
Crazy Daisy.
who I thought they would use somewhere else, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Well, she was in the last scene
right.
when
But
we
she
find
gets
out what's going on.
referenced, Yeah. But yeah,
She's
And
a
she's
dancer.
thought, well, when we're introduced to her, we're told that she thinks
They're
all
on
of
TV.
life is a TV show.
Yeah, they think
Right.
she thinks she's on TV.
Right, she's on TV or in a movie.
Right.
Which would make more sense. They'd make more money off this whole operation, probably just filming all this
Probably.
and streaming it online.
We haven't even said what it really.
yeah,
Yeah, we haven't
happening.
gotten
Because we
there
don't
yet.
know yet.
I'm trying to remember the sequence of events at this point.
They have that
Well,
conversation
yeah,
there.
they had that conversation.
Then Gloria, the girl who's being a bitch, just telling her she's a cunt. She's like, sluts never know, or whatever the fuck she said.
Right, and then
And
and then it cuts to you.
Spider. No, Spider comes in. He's like, time to rape you for being a bitch. Like, who started this fight?
Oh
I
yeah,
know it's you,
yeah.
Gloria.
A fight happens.
Time
She
to fucking rape
takes
you.
Gloria to what we're
The
guessing
quiet
is a
room, he
rape
said.
It
room.
was a rape room,
She disappears.
which is sadly you're so numb to it at this
Yeah,
point.
you're
like,
okay,
Everything is that.
It's a rape room.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to Michael Parks and the sister in
Wait,
Utah.
you know what we're skipping over?
What?
The police.
What about the police?
They've been
Oh,
introduced by
Lopan.
now. Lopan.
no,
No,
they
not
haven't.
yet.
They
because-
have not been introduced
No,
yet?
because the sister
the
comes to
sister
L.A. and
comes.
then
Oh,
we see.
okay,
Okay.
all right. I thought they had been
So,
introduced already.
It cuts to Utah.
God damn.
Michael
there's
Park and
so
the
much
sister
in this
have not
There's
heard
a lot in this movie.
have not heard from Kat in 3 days.
Yeah.
So we do know that there's actually an amount of time has gone past this point.
Yeah.
3 days has gone
3
by.
days.
She
is
spent
fast.
3 days
She's been in LA
since
3
getting
days.
to LA and being in prison.
Yeah.
3 days.
Her life is.
Yeah, day 3
One
is prison.
day being raped by people in the street, one day being incarcerated, one day now being raped in
Yeah, in
prison.
jail.
Constantly, just yeah.
The judicial process took 1 day.
This 1 day.
So
3 days.
So the sister decides to go to L.A. to
Find her.
To find her.
'Cause Michael Parks falling apart in a beautiful scene.
Yeah, that was seriously the golden
The
hour
only,
of
yeah,
that
that was
movie.
it. That was the only good
Which
acting.
is not. It's not in the same. They're not in the same universe as him. Like, it's acting wise, it is not even fair.
So sister comes to L.A. Asks
Retraces her steps.
Yeah,
And essentially falls in the same
same
exact
exact
There's
trap.
that trap.
Well, she goes to talk to the police,
Police first, and they go,
which is
yeah.
James Hong, the guy who played Lopan.
yeah.
And,
And
they get a
some
guy
dude,
in a line.
another weird looking
turtleneck
human.
who looks like if Bullet, like
Yeah, Steve McQueen
Steve
was
McQueen,
a
Mr.
thumb
Yeah.
covered in hair.
if Steve McQueen's Bullet had stayed with the police until his like early 60s, it would be this guy.
And
'Cause-
decided, and he wore like a yellow turtleneck.
yeah, as
with-
opposed to the blue one from Bullet.
it was in a-
yellow.
yeah, and
there's
the-
a blue members only jacket,
blue
and a
members only-
yellow short sleeve, mind you, knit turtleneck.
Right.
We see with that jacket later on.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Who is just a cop who doesn't fucking care. He's like,
Well,
yeah,
and-
great. Girls disappear all the
Yeah,
fucking time.
I love
She'll
that.
show
The
up in a
police are
minute.
just like they giving up at this point. Like girls are just disappearing left and right.
You
What
expect
do
me
you
to be
want
able to
us to
actually-
do
Like,
about
dude,
it?
like, it's L.A. They come out here, they disappear, they show back up. Who gives a shit? She'll call. Don't worry.
Like from the town that we've been shown so far, those police should never not have a thing to do.
Yeah.
They should be busy as shit all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time. There's crime happening
There-
exponentially in every second.
There's tourists walking by fucking rape prisons right now.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Every minute.
One wandering child away from finding a rape prison. Like, Jesus.
Christ.
The L.A. SVU is just
Yeah.
on the clock 24/7. That's
we did
all.
forget something because that's the part where Lopan's like, call your dad. We'll see what's up.
Oh.
And she calls her dad because when she got put in the prison, the guard like muscled her into lying and saying that
Oh,
she
yeah,
was
that's really
going to
important.
shoot a movie in Mexico.
Yeah, the guard. Yeah, they forced her to tell her dad
that
that
she,
she
was
had
filming,
made it.
Yeah,
That she was a movie star filming a movie
in Mexico
in
for
Mexico.
the next 2 months or something, or 6 months or something.
Yeah, something weird.
And he generally
He
believed
believed
it,
her.
even though he was still reluctant about
So
it.
he tells the sister that, and the sister's like, "Oh, she's fine.
She's in Mexico.
I guess I'll go to L.A.
I guess I'll still go to the apartment she said she was living in."
the apartment she never knew about.
Yeah.
Right.
How would she know where
She-
that was? That was Rhonda's apartment.
Okay, so yeah.
It sounds like we're being nitpicky, but honestly, when you watch the movie, you're like, how are you here?
Yeah. I mean, this-
why?
This is literally the pacing of the movie. It's like
Everything happens at random, so
Yeah.
you wouldn't know any of these people.
she just. So she leaves the police, and next scene you see her. She's at the front door of Buck's apartment,
Yeah,
where she should have no idea where it is,
because
or that her sister even
the
stayed
police
there.
didn't even give her the information about the trial, which maybe you could conclude would lead to information about Mr. G, which would lead to information about Buck.
Buck, right.
But that never happened.
No, yeah, they're like,
So
it
she
wasn't
at
Oh
arrested.
yeah,
random-
because they never said.
Yeah, they
because-
said she was never arrested.
So she at random found this guy who she happenstanced
Went
to
to
fall
a club
into.
with
Yeah,
and fucked in his house.
yeah.
What?
How would you know any of that?
Right.
So then the sister shows up.
Buck tries to fuck her.
She says no to Buck.
He tries to rape her. Let's
well,
be
yeah,
honest.
well,
Well,
no,
yeah,
first
all right.
he convinces her to start kissing him. Then he tries to rape her.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right.
Because she does give him information and shit.
And she's like, I'll kiss you. 'cause,
And,
like,
and he says, I can get you part in the movie your sister's in. You're like, you fucking asshole. That just means you're going to put her
You're
in a
gonna
rape
put-
prison.
yeah.
And she's like, okay,
Which,
yeah.
At this point, you're like, what's the system? What's going on here?
Yeah,
who's
why-
getting paid off where and
What
who's
is
making
Buck
the money?
making out by
By sending women
Yeah.
to this
because they don't
place.
give us some scene where like Mr. G is handing Buck money, say get me more women. You
Right.
know?
There's none of that.
Yeah, it's
There's
just
no
like, I just
backstory.
want to fuck people over.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just like get him sent to rape.
You bring
prison.
me women, they either make porn willingly or I fucking send them to a rape prison and then sell them off.
But
as
here's the
porn
thing.
slaves.
If he took her
What?
to Mr. G's where Orchid was and all that shit, if he took her to there, she had to go through the Orchid process.
the orchid
Processing. She still doesn't want to be an actress. You know what I mean? Like her sister.
No, she said it. She was like, "Oh, it's our dream to work together.
work
in
together,
a
yeah.
project." She does say
Right.
that,
But
She went to be an actress twice
But
already.
she wouldn't be doing that audition.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh well, no. I mean, in real time, she wouldn't have been doing that. But we're in.
You got a party in a movie. You got a part in a movie in Mexico. Ship you out immediately. We're still auditioning for the movie, even though your sister's in Mexico.
Mexico.
already
already.
they're shooting. Yeah.
Like,
why
what?
are you here?
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah.
And then the same fucking thing happens to her. It shows the court scene of her crying. She goes to fucking jail.
But
and
then
you're just like,
wait,
what the fuck
no,
is happening?
we forgot literally the best part of this shit part of the movie is that Dirk and Eric Estrada show up at the place and he takes his sister hostage, right?
What?
Wait a minute.
Wait.
When Estrada and
Yes.
Dirk,
Oh my God, we did forget about that. When he starts to rape Tracy.
Estrada and
Yes.
Dirk show up at the door
Yes.
trying to find
That's
Kat.
when the teleport happens. where
that's-
Dirk can
Oh,
teleport.
right. You're right. Oh, fuck.
See?
Dude, there's so,
So
much.
they start,
I can't.
they
Damn.
start beating on the door. The guy's like, "Oh shit!" Pulls out a gun,
Pulls a 38 out from under the couch.
takes her hostage, and starts shooting at the
shit
door.
went from like kissy niceness to rape to them busting in the door to
In-
him holding her a
Yeah.
gun to her head hostage while screaming about
Yeah.
how he's
He's gonna
in
murder
15
This guy
everyone.
looked like
In 15
instantly covered in
seconds.
sweat, screaming at the top of his
Yeah,
lungs.
in 15 seconds.
Insanity.
Yeah.
So Dirk and Eric Estrada are outside the door. He opens the door, and Eric Estrada's like laying on the steps, like looking at him. And then all of a sudden, Dirk is behind
Buck.
Buck.
Like
In the-
he
like,
came
in the
out of
apartment.
the
Yeah.
apartment, like inside the door behind Buck.
The
like,
second
mind you-
time
and
somebody
mind
is
you-
teleported in the movie.
The whole doorway is nothing. Is 18 inches at best.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Oh,
you,
it's
you
so
could not.
tight. That stairwell.
Yeah, he
is
You
didn't,
could
like,
not
slip
get
under
yeah,
his legs
You
or
couldn't get
anything.
past
That didn't
anybody
happen.
anyway.
Yeah.
Like that's it. There's
Yeah.
no
he
way.
jumps straight up into the air and then
And
kind
then
of
land behind
No. The door is very small.
Yeah, it's
like
really
Dirk
tight.
had to run outside and then climb up a wall
And behind and back into the
behind,
apartment.
like,
Yeah, yeah,
within 3 seconds.
Yeah, it was really quick.
If even that. Yeah.
If even
I mean, it
that.
was like-
yeah, he's like
yeah.
just appeared there.
It was a blink. He's like, ah!
Yeah.
Puts
Right.
Buck
It's
down.
so hard to keep track of what happened in this. There's so much rape.
It's
Well,
terrible.
now, well,
It's
now,
like-
it's
well, now we're
awful.
getting
It's awful.
Now we're getting to just the straight up scenery is the prison. I mean, like,
Yeah.
we don't leave the prison again for the rest of the movie.
well,
pretty
there is
much.
there is a
Sort
few.
of.
We leave the prison like if
a
anything
couple times
for the cops, and then there's the greatest scene in the movie,
Yeah.
yeah, which hasn't.
I don't know
happened yet.
when it happens,
But
Well,
it
when does it
happens.
happen?
I think it happens before they.
You know what I'm
go,
talking about,
yes,
right?
It's before
the temple.
Yes.
It's before
yeah.
they-
Oh, it is. It's before.
It's before they go talk to the.
Oh
wait,
my
we have- wait, we
God,
haven't
the
met the-
temple.
We haven't met the warden yet.
Yeah,
we haven't talked about the
okay.
warden.
All right,
So
all right, go.
so the mound.
Oh my God.
The mound man shows up at Kat's cell and is like, "You're coming with me,"
it's
and
time
she's
for-
like, "No," and he's like, "Just calm down and come with me. You're going to see the warden."
He's very soft spoken.
Yeah.
The Mound is.
He's the guy from Haunted Honeymoon.
He's also
He
the
was in
guy.
Haunted Honeymoon.
Holy crap.
He's in
that
Crime
him?
Wave
That's
too.
him. He's
That's-
what?
He's in Crime Wave.
Right, he's in Crime Wave.
Yeah,
He's the
yeah.
guy from Crime Wave.
That's
yeah.
why I recognized him. Was
Yeah.
from Haunted Honeymoon.
Honeymoon,
Yes.
Haunted Honeymoon. That's where I thought for
So
Man,
he-
I
he
couldn't
takes-
place him. Okay.
He's a fat guy from Haunted
Yeah,
Honeymoon.
yeah. Oh man. Okay.
He takes her to the
Oh,
warden,
man.
and the
Sorry,
warden,
that's just-
yeah.
the warden is dressed like a Cenobite
Yeah.
without makeup on, like just leather straps.
Yeah,
and
if he was just
chains
wearing a
and-
Cenobite costume without
Right.
any
Any effects or blood or makeup. Just if you just grabbed it off the wardrobe rack, that's what it would be.
that's when you know that this is
You're like, what the
something's-
fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
well, this movie just took a turn.
Yeah.
Once you see the warden is a
Oh,
woman
yeah, she-
with
yeah,
a Cenobite
She walks
costume.
in the room and then Kat's like, "This is crazy." Tries to run. The mound like grabs her head and just like shoves her to the ground. And the warden leans over and he goes, "Welcome to Honeypot Prison," or whatever the fuck it's
I
called.
like that it's called Honey Pot.
Or no, it's
Prison.
like
Honeywell.
Honeywell's
Still,
female.
I mean, it's
still
prison.
works.
it's
right?
honey pot. Yeah,
With
I
dip
mean,
your fingers in the
garbage.
Honeywell.
yeah, it's yeah.
Come on.
Disgusting. So she then proceeds to explain, like, "Hey, this giant guy with a mole in his face, he's your parole officer, and he's gonna rape you from time to time. And based on his like judgment,
Like,
of
if you
if
go
how
with
well you
it,
get
yeah.
raped,
If you play along, you
you'll
can go home.
you can leave. But you don't know
damn,
until
man.
later that leaving means you get sold to weird, creepy guys
Well,
after
yeah,
you give
weird-
everyone in the
Can,
room a
can
lap.
you
Weird
say
pan-
too that I
weird
think at this point we
pan-European.
hadn't
Oh.
really talked about it, but Kat is also like a tiny woman
oh,
who is
She's very tiny.
completely helpless.
yeah.
and it makes the
And
whole
she
thing
cries
that much.
Yeah, she's
fucking
completely
sadder.
innocent.
Yeah.
She's just
She's
like
so
fuck. She
innocent
hates
and
it.
tiny and sad. It just
Yeah.
It's
It's
not
awful.
fun, man.
No.
It's awful.
Nothing about this.
No, it's not okay.
So
So they explained that to her, but they didn't. See, this is the thing that bothered me about this movie. There's so much rape that does happen and doesn't happen. So they're in that room. They're all in there. She doesn't actually get raped.
no,
They bring her back to the cell, and
Not
they're
in the
just
room.
like,
I
yeah,
don't want to
eventually.
see that.
I know. I'm not
Right.
saying I wanted to see it, but like, why would you just like be like intimidate? Eventually, we will rape you a lot.
yeah.
Goodbye. Like that's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, it's a weird-
weird thing to do.
You think if you're doing that, you might as well just put them through
Yeah.
it.
Explain it the first
I
time,
mean, if you want to
maybe.
think in the mind of the evil one,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, you just,
Ugh.
yeah, I guess.
Anyway.
Why not just
Yeah. Just start.
start with them?
Yeah. You don't have to
teach them what's up day one.
You don't have to explain anything to anybody. It's just like,
Yeah.
hey, you
it's
don't.
not
wanna-
like anyone
cares
that you're raping people.
Yeah.
Like, at
You
this
can't-
point.
I mean, at
getting
least-
away
least
with
there,
it
yeah.
in-
Yeah,
in
it's not even
broad
a crime.
daylight
In
every
this city,
day.
it's obviously barely a crime. It's like a misdemeanor at
The
this
fucking
point.
Yeah.
economy apparently is based on this.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and that's the scene where the warden does reveal it's human trafficking, right?
No, that's not.
That's
no,
not
that's
you
not
until-
don't
till
realize
that's not till
that
the
until
end.
later. Yeah,
Okay.
she just explains that
She
you
just
can
says-
get free by
Yeah, if you
being a
play
good
along,
slave.
you can.
Well, okay. After that scene, I do remember this is kind of a metaphor for the whole movie. Is where the other I forget what other prisoner it was, like the really hard spoken inmate that was talking to her and saying, "Look, when it comes down to it, there's that old saying."
Oh Jesus, that old
That
saying.
old saying, when you're getting raped, just lie back and try to enjoy it.
Yep.
Yeah, if
You
the
know,
rape, no, if
that
the
old
rape,
Might be
chestnut.
the
No, no.
worst thing I've
if
ever
the
heard.
rape is inevitable, just try to lie down and enjoy it.
Right.
The old saying, my
That might
Grammy
be-
Yeah.
used to tell me that when I sat on
I
her
think
lap.
if there is hell, I think the person that wrote that in the
Jesus.
script should probably they need to be in hell.
Yeah, yeah,
If hell
yeah.
exists,
They deserve
they
to be there.
deserve to be in hell.
That's fucking
that is
horrific.
sick shit.
That's
You-
horrific.
That's what it is. Like
You
a
wrote
monster.
You wrote a
monster
film.
wrote
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
God.
So
Man.
during all this, there's people getting raped constantly. Everybody's fucked, Rhonda included.
Yeah.
Doesn't Rhonda have sex with the warden? She
The
makes her
warden
go
calls
into
her
bed.
into the sauna.
Rhonda, who's done nothing.
Yeah,
Who's
who's
done
done,
nothing-
absolutely
nothing
nothing.
wrong.
Literally nothing to be there.
No,
Yeah.
So then her sister gets sent in there with them.
right.
They like hatch a plan to like try to escape.
Right.
So they both
Which is
they're
like a
hey,
3-sentence plan.
Let's go. Let's both offer ourselves to the warden as like kinky sister sex,
And then we.
and then I'll distract her, and then I'll make a phone call, which
Right.
leads to her like smashing
Hold
a
on, though.
bottle. Oh,
I
Jesus
feel like the
Christ.
temple's before that, though. Isn't the temple happen before the plan?
No, just after because then.
Oh, no,
okay.
it does happen before because at some point it doesn't
All
matter.
right,
It
how-
doesn't matter.
There's a sea of rape where a couple scenes happen that matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Eric Estrada.
Okay, so yeah,
oh Lord.
basically we go from the prison. It cuts to this shot of this like oriental like
and it's,
roof,
and it's like a huge, long, like,
like
crane,
beautiful
like
shot,
crane
of this
shot,
crane
like-
shot that reveals this temple
With
on
a
a
huge
like a
bell.
mountain bluff next to the ocean.
Yeah.
Like
With this
they're not
huge
in LA.
bell in it.
No,
It's
actually,
gorgeous.
they are.
Do you think they are?
Yeah,
Is that in LA?
it is. Yeah, it's a place of worship for.
It's the same scene. That place is actually in Usual Suspects where they go and meet the guy.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
the same
So
place.
Okay,
it's-
so
yeah,
it's,
but
but
it's-
in this movie, it just feels
It's
like
a
it's
look-
supposed
It's
to
this
be
very
a
ornate.
temple.
Yeah,
This
it's
very
a really good
ornate
temple.
pagoda that they're
right,
in.
right. It's giant, and it's against the ocean, and it shows it pans
beautiful.
down.
Yeah.
You've got Eric Estrada just in his
He's just
Eric
there.
Estrada-ness,
Yeah.
and then you've got Dirk, who's now wearing a gi.
No, wait. You see Eric Estrada first
First,
as
right?
he walks up and around the pagoda. So there's this whole establishing shot of Eric Estrada coming around,
These guys aren't even in the same universe as the movie happening. They're just like,
and then the reveal is Dirk in his open gi with a stack of like 15 concrete blocks,
yeah,
just getting ready to break some shit.
yeah. He's just powering up, just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, yeah. And he does.
Yeah,
he
he
busts
smashes
through
through the
all
thing.
15 like they're butter.
And then immediately proceeds.
No, they
to-
both, and then the shot widens. Remember,
Yeah.
and it just shows them walking
Walking
down,
back around.
walking down, getting on their motorcycles, and then we
then-
see a nice telephoto shot of them driving towards the camera, looking badass.
Yeah.
Nothing has been said.
no,
No.
words.
This cut to this scene, and we cut away from it.
Yep.
Back to the like.
That's it.
Back to
prison
rape
nonsense.
Yeah. That's
It's
it.
insane.
Insanity.
Fucking it.
It might be the most 80s scene I've ever seen. Like just that
Yeah.
to put
Yeah.
that in a movie is beautiful.
Where do they go to get information?
We don't
They
know.
go to Tony's place and beat them all up.
Tony who?
The film
They go
set.
to Tony's place to be like, "Where's Tracy?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
She had
right.
an audition here, and they're like,
And he-
"I don't know
What
what
are you
you're
talking about?
And then they kick the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, Dirk like strangles the guy until he says something, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
yeah.
strangles Buck until Buck says
Buck
something.
tells
Yeah,
him where
Buck
to
tells him
go.
where to go.
And he goes there.
Right, but that's Eric Estrada gets shot in the shoulder
Yeah, at some point.
because
and he's like,
they had to take him out of the climactic fight.
Yeah, he's
Because
out.
Estrada essentially can't do anything but
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
Like he is useless as a human being.
he can't do any of
Like,
that
as an
shit.
actor too, I guess he
Oh,
can't
yeah.
do anything.
No, yeah, that's
so
it.
yeah, they basically had to get him out by shooting him. He gets taken away in an ambulance, and Dirk's like, he's like, oh, we know where they are. We'll go find him. He's like, no, we have no time. I'll go do it.
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
got this.
This
Yeah,
guy
I know
didn't
where
have
they
any
are. I'll go.
billing, and he's gonna be the fucking hero.
Now, mind you, also the EMT nurse in the van. Did you notice this? In the van is dressed in like a slutty nurse's.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
her
Halloween
tits
costume.
were out. You can see
Yeah.
a lot of her boobs.
I
Yeah.
mean, like,
There's no way Eric Estrada and her didn't have sex.
In that-
No, yeah, there's no way.
Totally had
But
sex.
again, this is also away from any of. It's LA, so everyone's tits are out and rape
tits
is
are
legal.
out-
So
right.
yeah, okay.
it's insane. And at this point, Dirk has no shirt on. Like he's just.
Oh yeah, now he shows and shoeless,
and
walking
shirtless,
walking the
shoeless,
streets of LA to
like,
get to this
dungeon
rape prison.
prison thing.
So now we get back to then where they try to escape. And
Yeah.
okay, so she
Which is a
smashes a bottle in Spider's face, runs out of that room.
Goes
The
into
warden's
the
like
warden's office.
smacking the shit out of her sister. She goes into the like reception area, takes the phone, calls the cop. The cop is a piece of shit. It's the turtleneck
Yeah.
guy
Turtleneck
It's
bullet
fucking
cop.
Who
bullet.
doesn't believe her even
at all. He's
at
like,
all. Doesn't trace the call.
I've never even heard of Honeywell Prison.
calls her
you
a broad.
crazy bitch.
I mean, everyone is a sexist piece of shit.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's
With
horrible.
the exception of
horrific.
Lopan. Lopan's the only one who doesn't
Yeah,
rape
he's the one that
anybody
gives
or
anyone-
demean anyone.
Yeah, yeah.
He's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he hangs up, and Lopan's like, "What was that about?" And he's like, some fucking Utah chick talking about a rape dungeon and a
And he goes,
honey
"Oh,
pot,
Utah."
blah blah blah."
I hate crazy bitches.
He's like, "Wait a minute,
Shit.
No way.
Holy fuck.
we barely got through any of this
We
fucking movie.
barely
All right, here
got-
we go, crunch time."
Yeah. All right.
So fucking. The cop goes, I know where
Holy
that we gotta
fuck.
trace this call and go find these girls. They've been missing for 3 days. Then Dirk shows up also. But while all this is going on, somehow, all right, there's a whole scene where she finds a gun and the gun changes what kind of gun it is.
Yeah,
like
it's
3
not
times.
just terrible editing,
like-
movie
Yeah.
making, whatever. Yeah.
So she fucking does that. Then she starts freeing all the women. Then they're like, dude, all these bitches are getting free. The
So
warden
two-
goes, kill everyone in this building.
So
Then they start
two other
shooting
prison
people.
guards
two prison guards literally start exeking everybody.
in locked cells. They just
Yeah.
walk in
and
a
it's
cell block
going
just
on
shooting.
simultaneously for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, they're
It-
just shooting women
They-
in the forehead.
Oh my god!
They-
who are behind bars? They're trapped in cages, and they're just like boom.
Yeah,
boom, boom.
And
literally.
they cut back to that 3 different times. So,
Right,
so,
while Dirk is running around beating the
beating the
shit
shit
out of people.
kicking a hole through a concrete wall.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he
Oh
does
my
the
God,
whole
the
thing.
whole thing.
God,
Wow, there's so much in this movie we couldn't possibly talk
they get
about.
the best of him for 5 seconds. They lock him into a cell, and he basically powers up in the cell
Yeah.
and like drop kicks his way fucking out of the
Yeah, out of a
cinder
concrete
blocks of the
yeah,
cell.
yep.
All right,
He
all right. There's
frees
also
himself.
a point where it's revealed they're getting sold off as sex slaves, and that the prison is fake. It's a movie set.
The court, the prison.
Yeah,
Everything's
all
a
of
movie
that.
set.
Everything's a movie set, which drove me wild because if you're just gonna kidnap women and take them to prison, why do you have to fool them into thinking it's legal?
Yeah, yeah.
Why do you need that? All those people that were in that courtroom were actors. Do they know what's happening?
Like by the time
That is fucking bonkers.
well, yeah. Why do they ever need to think this was legal by the time they're being sold as a sex slave?
Right.
What are
You have no
talking
say in it.
about?
You can take them from Mr. G's right to the prison.
Yeah.
Why even bother with
Why
that?
is there
it's
a
like-
real concrete wall in a set? Because there's a point where he kicks a guy through a concrete
It's like
wall.
putting
It's just
paper mache.
cardboard.
Yeah, that is weird.
Why was
But
any of
again-
that real?
And it turns, yeah. Oh, fuck.
So then, okay, so that all happens. The girls do escape. They get By this
Dirk
point,
and all the women who weren't executed. Like, we're trying to be like 30 women at least.
yeah, all pour out of this
No,
warehouse.
way more than that. By the end of it, there's only 50 on the street. They said there's over 180 like people or 50
Yeah,
people.
man.
All
living.
right, they
Those
killed
guys
everything. They killed
so
everybody.
They killed so many
This
fucking
is
people.
like the most depressing shit ever.
Man,
All
So-
those women were being raped to only their lives to end like that.
Oh yeah, there was the one girl, Gloria, who got raped in the one part. Then he's like, you know what? I'm a nice guy. I'm gonna let
I'm gonna
you go.
free you.
You're pardoned.
And
which
then we
means
learned
you
that
get
there's-
murdered and left in a room.
Yeah, being pardoned means you get it's like a meat locker where
Yeah.
all the dead bodies are.
Yeah, why did they keep so many of them?
okay, so the police retract the phone call by this point. The girls all pour onto the street.
Before that, she stabbed Spider in the eye with a fork shiv.
You're right.
They pour on the street. 25, 30
There's
cop cars
tons of cop
just
cars.
pull up like the fucking scene in Blues Brothers. Just cop cars everywhere.
Yeah.
And all
They
of us,
have like a 4-minute conversation
yeah,
that ends
about-
with, what happened to Rhonda?
yeah.
Oh shit, she's still in there.
Oh, but mind you, the conversation happens in the fucking outside lobby of Men's
And
Chinese Theater.
Yeah.
playing Indiana Jones:
It's
The Last Crusade.
Yeah.
That's
So-
how like fucking centric this
Yeah,
goddamn
they
place
ran
was.
around
Yeah.
a corner and we're in front
Front
of
a man's Chinese theater.
That's it.
It's insanity.
There's a building full of rape murder going on over there.
Yeah.
Are you
Meanwhile-
serious?
Meanwhile,
They
I
have
put
like a meat locker filled with dead women.
Yeah.
There's gunshots going off constantly. Everyone's
Yeah.
just milling
Yeah, and
around.
then
yeah,
there's
people are
40
still
cop
just
cars.
putting their hands in Mel Brooks's, in the
Yeah.
cement. Like, oh, look, my feet are bigger than his. Oh,
Yeah.
Only Cat.
do you smell death and rape?
Yeah.
No, Dad, it's a popcorn matter. Okay,
Yeah.
They needed the fucking detective from Death Nurse to go there. He would have found
Jesus.
that. He should have been on vacation
Yeah,
and
his
be like,
nose have been. Oh, whoa.
"Wow, there's a fucking boatload of dead bodies around here. I can smell it." All right, so anyway, Kat runs back in the building and finds Rhonda
by herself.
by herself
Not
without
one-
any police officers.
Not one
who still
cop
haven't
has
done
entered the
anything.
building. Not one cop has done
Nobody's
anything.
done anything.
No one's done anything.
They
There's
couldn't
still,
afford that. They paid 4 cops to drive down the street, and that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the cop
dri-
car's parked, and then the shot just
The
cut.
shot of
Shot
them
it off.
talking,
Yeah.
there's no police
There's
anywhere.
no police anywhere.
So she
yeah.
runs back in to save Rhonda. They find Rhonda, and then fucking Spider's not dead. He tries to rape her with one eye. which
one
is like
last
insane.
time.
And
One
then
last
we
time.
get it in
More.
there, and then Rhonda kills Spider with a fucking crowbar, but
Out of-
then Kat is in an ambulance like she's been injured.
Oh man.
Double.
Yeah, we just had it. That was the snooze on the alarm.
God
Wow, double
damn it.
overtime.
It's okay. Keep going.
They all made it out. I mean, some of them made it out.
Yeah.
of them made
They
it.
all were
150 of them
horrifically
didn't.
raped. Oh my
Right.
god.
Like
We got-
150 women were murdered in this
murdered.
movie. Yeah.
There was a part before she runs back in the building. She's like, I'm not going to be deterred from my goal.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to make it as an actress. Then a minute later, she's back in a fucking rape dungeon she just escaped from, crying again, where one-eyed guy's about to make him suck his dick. I was like, your life is garbage. Go home.
Yeah.
Go
Get the
Well,
fuck
home.
President Brian said, like, wait, you're going to keep trying? Like, dude, after this, you go back to Utah,
Yeah.
and you never talk to another human being
Yeah.
again.
Fucking
You go
It's
live with your
over.
dad and you sing in the church choir and you
Yeah.
act like this
Listen
never
to your
fucking
fucking father.
LA never
God
happened.
damn it.
Oh,
Oh, man.
man.
so-
Jesus Christ. And then it ends with Estrada coming back.
Yeah.
He's still wearing the same shirt where he has a gunshot wound in his shoulder.
That was tended to.
That
a
was
gunshot
tended
that was
to.
tended
He
to
went
is
to the
still
hospital.
He went to the
bleeding.
hospital.
Sat this whole fucking thing out.
Then she leaves on a bike with him.
And that's
the
it.
end.
That's the end.
It freeze frames on them like going off to live the happy life.
Yeah.
He didn't even do anything.
He
No.
did nothing.
did
He
nothing.
punched 2 guys and he drove Dirk around.
He drove with Dirk.
Yeah,
Dirk had his own
probably
bike.
drove.
Dirk had
And
his own
then-
bike.
Dude,
Oh, yeah,
He
they
drove with him.
right. The last thing, the song at the end, the credits.
Oh God.
Oh, my
fuck
God.
me.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
what was it again? It was the lyrics that you could hear really clearly were
movies-
life in the movies,
Life in the movies
is so
is
exciting.
so exciting. It makes real life look
Life
boring and dumb. That was it.
I mean,
I mean,
What kind of message is that after you just watched a bunch of
What
people
was the
get
message
raped
of
on
this-
a movie set?
I've never felt more like asking sarcastically at the end of a movie, what have we learned?
Nothing.
Yeah,
you
I
learned
mean,
nothing
no.
there.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Don't go to LA.
Yeah,
Don't
stay
go to
the
LA,
fuck out
and
of
whoever
LA.
wrote this is a goddamn monster.
And yes, yeah.
Completely disgusting. We have to talk about the one thing the
Oh,
one
man.
thing that makes it absolutely disgusting is you're watching all these people
God,
almost
yes.
get raped, all this fucking bullshit, and then
There's
they
a
have the
shower
audacity-
scene.
Shower scene.
Yeah, they have a
Shower
shower
scene.
scene where you're watching women rub themselves, and you're like, you can't have me.
You can't do
you can't
that.
sexualize rape
Yeah.
victims.
That's
to
insane.
me. What are you like? Ah! You can't. There's nothing.
How could anyone let this movie happen?
it's horrific.
It's so horrific.
And
It's
did they
terrible.
send Estrada the whole script? Like, hey, Eric, we've got an
No,
idea.
he wasn't
hell
present
no.
for any of the really bad shit.
No,
Yeah,
he
but-
read the
but-
script and he was like,
but I'm
I don't
saying,
want to
like-
be anywhere near a rape.
Yeah, he's
prison
like, listen,
ever.
yeah,
My
cut me out of all
character-
this.
I'll kiss the girl, I'll have sex with her, and I'll punch a few dudes.
That's
That is it. All that prison shit,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
Like, oh yeah, we're gonna go find a karate master who will.
Yeah. Enter Dirk Rockwell. What the fuck's his
It's
name?
Dirk Ramsey.
Dirk Ramsey.
Yeah,
Dirk Ramsey.
Badass.
He should. He should have his whole own series. Dirk Ramsey.
Dirk Ramsey could have his own movie.
God, he should have.
All right,
he
well,
basically did.
we're
Way
at least
beyond-
probably almost 20 minutes.
We're gonna
We
get
should have went
over.
underground 20 minutes
We're gonna
ago
get
with the
eaten
mole
by
men.
fucking mole
The
men.
mole men are gonna
He's
get
already
mad.
nipping at my,
so,
at my heels
Brian,
here. Guys, thanks.
thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming.
I hope-
Sorry we made you watch this horrific.
It's fine, man.
I mean, it's if you take out all the rape, it's a pretty fun movie. But it's
then it's nine.
yeah,
Then
it's
it's
like a
9
20
minutes
can't
long.
do. Yeah, it's literally like it's a 9-minute short film with Eric Estrada doing something.
Dude, barely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty horrific.
Yeah. No. Thanks, guys. Long time listener, first time caller. So thanks.
Don't watch this movie.
No. Yeah.
Never. Bye.
Bye.
You have just listened to Bonus Disc. Questions, comments, and movie suggestions can be posted to facebook.com/bonusdisc. Opinions and criticisms of the hosts and guests of Bonus Disc are 100% valid because they sit high atop Judgment Mountain. So quit your whining.